Hello, operators. Welcome back. I'm Leonidas. This is Nuclearis, and you know what? Today's a significant day. On this day in history, 1789, William Wilberforce made his first major speech on abolition in the UK House of Commons. It was on this day in 1994 that Pulp Fiction, the Quentin Tarantino movie, premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. In 2002, former President Jimmy Carter arrived in Cuba for a 5-day visit with Fidel Castro. And also, it's Patch Day. So happy Patch Day, everybody. The patch notes did not make it to the game for some reason. We're still showing 187. I don't think that's right. I think we're on 188. Oh, it says right there. But it shows 187 for some reason. So, yeah. Let me start this off by saying I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of people reaching out, and apparently a lot of rage quitting. So this video is just going over the patch notes only. I'll have to do a deep dive, maybe test some things, or maybe record myself testing things, and get that part of it going in another video later. So here we go, diving into the 188 patch notes for Nuclearis. First, fixed a bug in Steam waterfall balance meters. Hey, there we go. With an asterisk on this one. Apparently, the one with the coolant inlet. Well, no, I'll get to that in a minute. The coolant the coolant evaporated has been fixed, and the needle gauge above it has been fixed, so that's awesome. Fixed the evaporation calculation of the core's outer vessel. Okay. I don't think the water was evaporating quickly enough, or maybe too quickly. I don't know, but that's been fixed. Temperature calculation during a meltdown. Okay. Fixed the position of the radioactivity visual effect during a meltdown. All right. So just a visual bug there. Fixed the details field of maintenance app to display the full status of the component being repaired. All right, that's cool. That'll be nice to see more information on that, and we'll show what that looks like in another video. Fixed the brightness of the core access gate lights, which appeared to be on even when there was no power. Okay, another visual bug. Fixed the bug in the maintenance report where it was always displayed with filters applied at the beginning. This one I like. This means that when you clicked the gear cog, it would only, when you brought up the maintenance report, it would only show you what needs to be fixed. Similar to like the list where you could actually select them to be fixed. And you had to click the gear cog and then all and then accept. Well, now you don't have to go through those steps. When you open it, it should show everything. And then you can filter it down later if you want to. So that's a quality of life that I enjoy. Fixed an issue where control rod's movement was not affected by game speed. I don't remember that one being reported, but good to know. Fixed an issue when removing fuses from the fuse box. Some people were getting electrocuted when they shouldn't have, so I think that's what this fixes. Fixed the bug where the control rod bank selection keys would play a sound even if the volume control was turned down to 0. All right, sound bug. Fixed the bug where the control rods were displayed in the wrong position on the power board. That too means this is the second one. So I was the one, or I was one of the people who reported that bank 2 was in the wrong spot, and it got moved, still in the wrong spot, or maybe it was 4. I don't know. Anyway, they got shuffled around, so hopefully they're all in the right position now. Next, fix a visual error when opening or closing the access hatch to the fuel block area. I think that was, you could open it and then you couldn't close it, if I remember right. An error with the hatch, so that's been fixed. Fixed an issue in the uninstall control rods task where the crane would accumulate all the rods in a single container. So when you pulled them out, rather than stack them in individual ones, they just all overlapped in the same place. So that one's been fixed. Now these internal issues, I'm going to kind of skip. All these internal issues come from the bug reporter. They're behind the scenes, ones that people haven't necessarily reported. So we didn't know that they were doing things, that bugs that were created. Sometimes we didn't even notice. So I will let you read through all of those. With the exception of So then moving on, we'll go down to added details of the cause of the steam turbine damage to the maintenance report. Nice. So that was missing. We'd get damage to the steam turbine and it wouldn't give us an event. So that'll at least help us know more. Added a control to the residual steam to prevent damage to the turbines if the pressure is dropping. That one I'm going to have to look into more. A control. Does that mean there's something in the control room? If you know, let me know in the comments if you've already played. I have not even opened the game yet. I just downloaded it, got home, downloaded it, and here we are. So that one I don't know. So let me know in the comments. Added the day and time of the game to the save game description. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Although, wait, wasn't that already in there? The game description. Because if you brought it up in-game, it showed you those 7, and it had the date and time below it, I thought. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Added video. Okay, so this is new. Added video surveillance camera to the new genset building. Added video surveillance camera to the chemical room. Okay, so 2 new cameras. We can now see the cameras. Added 3D models of the security cameras. So as you run around, you'll see them up in the corners or on the walls, wherever they are. We have a new Nuclearis industrial sign added to the building. That's awesome. And we have modified steam water flow balance meters to include condensation values and improve the representation of the balance within the evaporators. What? So, that, I don't know. This is the one everyone's been complaining about. That it's very hard to know your thermal balance now because this number has changed. Everyone said, oh, well, one was fixed, right? The coolant evaporated, and now my coolant inlet has gone and it's been replaced and the number doesn't match up and it's crazy and I can't get thermal balance because now I don't know how to read the numbers. So that's going to take some testing on our part. You, me, everybody. So stay tuned. But this is kind of a big change in the the secondary, the steam generator panel above the secondary pumps. Modify the behavior of the open hatch alarm so it's no longer necessary to turn off the pump that generated the alarm to reset it. What that meant is if you had an open hatch and you went over to that dial at the freight pump panel and you turned it to either load or remove, an alarm would go off and the lights would blink, and then even if you closed the hatch, the alarm would still be going off and the 3 lights would still blink yellow and red. You used to have to toggle the switch either way to reset it. Now you don't. As soon as the hatch is closed, it should, if it's working correctly, that alarm will go away along with the blinking lights on the knob itself. Improve the update time of battery rack status lights. I think that was a recent bug someone reported where even if there's no batteries in it, it still shows the light on there. I think that's what that is. Increase the number of display cases for audit awards and move to the sponsors room. Sponsors room. Okay, the sponsors room, I believe, is where they show the names on the wall for those who contribute in the Patreon, however you say it, to donate to the developer each month. So I think there have been more added, or maybe all of them were added there. Renamed and reordered the access codes for video surveillance cameras. Okay, so that kind of relates to the earlier ones. And then redesigned the sponsors room. I assume that's on the one with the names on the wall. So we'll have to go take a look. Maybe that was moved to the second floor, right, where the old gen sets are. Anyway, I haven't even taken a look yet. So if you know, put it in the comments real fast before I open the game, so I know what to go look for. So here you go. Patch notes for 188. Even though your game says 187, don't be fooled. 188 has been released. So there you go. A lot of frustration out there. Give me some time to look at it, some time to work on it. I will come back to you with answers, I promise. And yeah, if you already have some things figured out, please reach out to me. I will put my Discord. I have my own Discord now, where we talk about Nuclearis. You can get more specialized help, one-on-one help, and talk about other things too. But I'll have that in the link description. So join, come in, shoot me a message in the Nuclearis section of my Discord, and let me know what you've seen, what you found. Post comments here on the YouTube channel, just so I can see them. Note that if it's a reply, I probably won't see it. YouTube does a really bad job of letting me know about comments. I have over 100 videos, I think, and I have to go look at the comments manually to find them. So if I am ignoring you, the easiest way is through my Discord. Hop on the Discord, come in and join. It's Leo's Lair, and that's far better response time just because of YouTube and its notifications. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm Leonidas. Hang in there, and I'll see you again soon.